Hi everyone, I'm Crafty Kate and I run a small crochet business. On this channel we talk all things yarn and crochet. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 3. I'm hoping to post this video on Friday, so hopefully you are seeing it on Friday. For this video I am going to take you through all of my custom orders for this week. I have gotten a ton of orders through my Etsy that all need to be made and go out by Friday at 5. So the plan is to take you through everything I make kind of day by day as I make them, because I'll be sending them out to the post office as fast as I can, so I won't have all of them at the end of the video to show you. So that's the plan. Let me go over the order list real quick. Okay, so total we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things to make by Friday. We have a custom dragon that is black and light blue. We have an otter snuggler, a tiny otter, an otter snuggler, so that's 2 otter snugglers, a snowy owl, a tiny hummingbird, a tiny dachshund, a tie-dye owl, a dachshund snuggler, and another otter snuggler. So all of those have to be made by the end of the week. So I'm just going to start chipping away at them, and then I think each morning the next day I'll go over everything I was able to finish the day before. I do a lot of my crocheting after 5 p.m. when it's dark outside, so the lighting is terrible. So my goal for today is to make at least the dragon and 2 of the otter snugglers. I'd like to make all 3 otter snugglers if possible, kind of bulk make those all at the same time, so we'll see how that goes. But a dragon and 2 otters is the goal for today, so I will check in the morning and let you know what I get done. Good morning! So I have an update for you for what I got done yesterday for my custom orders, and I am very proud of myself. I was very productive. So first of all, we have the little blue and black dragon. Turned out so cute. So this is the Diddy Decks palm size snuggler pattern from Handmade by Jody, and I used Elise Voluto for all of the colors, a 6mm hook, and these are 16mm eyes. Turned out so cute. There's a little fuzz. I'll have to lint roll everything before I send it out. So here's the first one. And then my goal was to get 2 of the otter snugglers done. And I actually had a bit of a moment of panic. I thought I had 5 skeins of the caramel in Premier Basix Chenille, which is the main color I use for the otters, and it turns out I only had 2 skeins and then a teeny ball. So I was really scared that I wasn't going to have enough to make all 3 that I needed to make. So I actually had to go onto my Etsy and turn that listing off until I finished the otters to make sure I had enough yarn. So this is what I was able to get done. They are so cute. So I was able to get all 3 done. I think all 3 ended up using a little bit more than a full skein because the ball I ended up with was a little bit smaller than the little ball I had left that I started with, if that makes sense. So I was able to make 3 with a little more than 1 skein. So I have 1 full skein left. So I was able to add more back to my Etsy listing. So I have 2 on there just in case I run out. I did go to Premier's website and they are currently out of that color. So I used Premier Basix Chenille for the caramel, the steel cut oats, I think this is called, and then the chocolate brown. And then this gray for the rock is actually Elise Voluto. I don't have any gray in Premier Basix for some reason, so that is Elise Voluto. And I used a 6mm hook for all of them. This is the otter snuggler pattern from Just a Mom Crocheting, and I think they turn out absolutely adorable. What else? These are 14mm eyes for these guys, and I love these patterns, but she does have a lot of sewing, so you sew the head to the body, you sew the arms to the body, you sew the legs to the body, and then you sew the rock between the arms. The ears are surface crocheted on, but everything else is sewn on, and you can see the angle of the way the legs and arms are. You wouldn't be able to crochet them in. So these are patterns where I find it worth it to sew just because it ends up looking so cute. So I was able to get all 3 done, which is way over my goal. So I was really excited about that. So there are those little guys. And then One person actually ordered the otter snuggler and then the otter, little tiny otter that I have. So I was able to finish that guy as well. So here's the teeny one. And this is a pattern from Just a Mom Crocheting as well. So these two go together really well. Kind of like a little mom and baby pair. Very, very cute. So for the teeny one, I use Parfait Chunky for all of the colors. I use a 4.5mm hook, and these are 10mm eyes. And these ones are no-sew, which is really nice. So you just surface crochet the ears on, and everything else is just worked all in one piece. So very quick and easy. These take me about 10 to 15 minutes. So love that little guy and so excited for this little pair. So that is a total of 4 orders and 5 plushies that I was able to make yesterday. So we're down to just 5 more plushies to make for to get done before Friday. So my goal today is I have some other stuff going on. So today I'm going to work on the smaller plushies from my orders. So we have a little hummingbird, let's see, and one of the smaller dachshunds. And then also a dachshund snuggler. So I would like to get all 3 of those done today if possible, but if I get just 2 done, that would be fantastic as well. So we'll see what I can get done. And then that will leave us with just the snowy owl and the tie-dye owl, which I'm planning on making on Wednesday, which is tomorrow. So just like yesterday, I will work through tonight and I will update you in the morning on what I'm able to finish. Good morning. It is the next day. It is now Wednesday. I have a little update about my microphone. So yesterday while I was recording my day 2 Vlogmas video, I realized that I had the microphone connected and I was wearing it, but it was not actually using it for the videos. So I did a bunch of research and wasted a bunch of time yesterday trying to figure out how to use my microphone. And I have discovered that I have to use a different camera setting in my phone. I have to use Pro Video instead of just the regular video, which means I have to use a bunch of manual settings. So I'm trying to figure all that out. Hopefully this is coming across okay. I know the lighting and the color is a little bit different than normal, but it's what we have right now. So we'll just see how that goes. I do like the microphone, so I'm going to try to keep using it. So we will just see how it goes. So I was busy yesterday working on Vlogmas day 2 and some other stuff in town, stuff like that. So, and obviously spending time trying to figure out my microphone, which always eats up a bunch of time. So I did not get a lot done, but I did get one little hummingbird finished, which I'm very happy with. So this is the pattern from Just a Mom Crocheting. It's a set of 4 different birds. I think there's a woodpecker, a cardinal, oh, I can't remember now. Oh, a bluebird or I think it's a bluebird, and then the hummingbird. So far, I've only made the hummingbird, but I absolutely love it. I've made tons of them. They are very, very quick. They take 15 minutes-ish. There are a lot of color changes, but it's no-sew. And yeah, just quick and easy. So this is one of the orders down. So we did finish this little guy. Also, I used Parfait Chunky 4.5mm hook, and these are 10mm eyes, so itty bitty. I think it would be fun to make it in bigger yarn to get a little bit of a bigger one, but it's fun to get like a life-size hummingbird, and they do sit on the desk on their own. So 1 order down. So we have 4 orders left. We have a snowy owl, a tie-dye owl, dachshund snuggler, and then a tiny standing dachshund. I am saving the tie-dye owl for last because I'm excited to make that one. They chose a color that I haven't used for the owls yet. So this is one of the Premier Basix Chenille tie-dye. This one is Technicolor, so that will be the fun color of the owl. So I'm saving that one for last to keep me motivated because I really want to make that one. So I'm going to start with the dachshunds today and hopefully definitely get those done, and actually hopefully get both owls done today. So we'll just see how it goes, and I will update you guys in the morning. Good morning. It is now Thursday. I was pretty productive yesterday, but my thumb started hurting a little bit towards the end of the night, and my elbow, so I'm trying to take it easy at the same time as getting all of this done. So what I was able to finish was the tiny dachshund. So this one is Parfait Chunky with a 4.5 millimeter hook and 10 millimeter eyes. And this is the pattern by Elegant Purely. These guys turn out so cute. I love them so much. So got that guy done. And then the other one was also a dachshund, but a different pattern. So here's that cutie. So this one is a snuggler, little tail. And these ones I make with Elise Veludo and a 6 millimeter hook. And these are 12 millimeter eyes. And I love to add the little white underneath on the dachshund, so it makes the eyes pop a little bit. So cute. And this is the pattern by Just a Mom Crocheting, one of her small snugglers. This one is a lot of sewing, just like the otter. The legs you have to sew on, and then you sew the head to the body. You do crochet the ears in, which is nice, but you have to tack them back, otherwise they hang in the face. But I think they are so cute. Love the little long nose. So there's that one. So that brings us down to 2 more orders to do. And they are both owls. I think I've mentioned many times in this video. So it's a snowy owl and then a tie-dye owl. So I started both of them, but I didn't get either one finished. So for the snowy owl, we have the 2 wings. And then I started, this is attached to the yarn, I started the little feet. So that one is on its way. I have the color messed up on this video. I'm sorry. We're still struggling with the manual settings. And then the other one is the tie-dye owl, and I did the wings. So he is going to be so pretty. So today my goal is to finish both of these owls and get everything to the post office. So that's what I'm going to be working on. So I'm hoping to get that finished before 5 so I can get this video wrapped up before it gets dark outside. So that is the goal, and I will check in when I have something done. I just finished the first little owl, so here she is. And these eyes are just some that I get off of Amazon. So they just have the discs. They're not hand painted. And then this is Elise Veludo for the white and the black and the tannish brown color here. And then this is Burnout Blanket frosting. I think it's called newsprint or something. And I am getting a little low on it. I'm hoping to use it all up on these snowy owls and then use something else. I'm waiting on an order of yarn from Hobby Shoppy, and I got some colors that I hope will look cool for a snowy owl. But here's this little guy. These are 25 millimeter eyes. I used a 6 millimeter hook. This is the owl pattern from Mom Stitchetti. So there we go. We're down to 1 order. It is 2:39 p.m., so I have a couple hours before it gets dark. So I'm going to start working on the tie-dye one. We have the wings done. I have the little beak made, and then the little ear horn things. So I am going to get going on that guy and hopefully get him done soon. So I'll let you know. Okay guys, it is 4:37, so the lighting has gotten awful, but I have to finish up this video so I can post it tomorrow. So I'm going to show you the owl. The lighting is not fantastic. I am sorry, but here he is. Absolutely love this tie-dye, the blue eyes, so cute. It's got little rainbow toes. I do these all individually so they can be different colors. He is so cute. So I'm not going to make it to the post office today because I need to get pictures of this guy in the daylight for my Etsy listing to show a different color. So I'm going to have to wait until tomorrow to do that, and then I will go to the post office. All of these are due to go out tomorrow, so we're not late or anything. And we got all 10 orders done. So this one is Premier Basix Chenille, and it was a little bit thicker than it sometimes is. So for this one I used a 6.5 millimeter hook. And these are 25 millimeter eyes. This is the same Mom Stitchetti pattern as the snowy owl, just with the different beak option and the little ears sewn on to be a great horned owl. So I absolutely love this pattern. If you can't tell, it's been in just about every video for the last 2 or 3 weeks. So love this pattern so much. So excited to have all 10 orders done. I'm so glad I was able to do it. My hand is hurting quite a bit, so that's why that took me so long today. I'm going to take a break for the rest of the night, but I am hoping to do another eye advent calendar video where I open the eyes with you guys and then pick a project and make it. So I'm hoping to do that this weekend, so I have a video for you guys. I'm not sure when exactly that will post. I would like to get it out on Sunday, but we will just see how everything goes. For an emoji down in the comments for making it all the way to the end of the video. Let's do an otter if there is one for making all 3 of those otters. If there's not an otter, let's do an owl again. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys being here, and don't forget to subscribe if you like content like this, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!